Welcome to MCS Homestead. We thought we would do something a little different on this episode and kind of give you an explanation of what we're going to be trying to do for our home. I'm Carrie.
I'm Mark. And this is where the landing was for the loggers that you see behind us. Here's my old Bobcat. We may have a surprise come up. We may be switching gears a little bit different. It's just taking an extreme amount of time to move all of these logs. It might be, it's gonna be pretty cool. Anyways, this is where the landing strip was for them to bring all the logs in. They're huge logs, the ends, the stumps.
It's going to take a lot to burn it.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work to get that burned up. So let's finish on with the driveway. As you can see, the burn pile is getting enormous, and this is just the wood that was here in this area, because this is where he brought all the tops and all the logs to. We're walking through and just showing y'all the driveway and where we're going to be at. We've been doing some work, and this is all where we've been cleaning up.
It's pretty uneven right here too. This is, we got to smooth it out.
We still got a lot of work left. The wife is she's always kind of thought it'd be cool to have a driveway that has big trees
on both sides. I've always wanted it. And now I got it.
We're just gonna keep running, trying to run all this through and get this leveled out. For right now, it's just a disaster. So this is the first little obstacle that we're going to have to really come to build the driveway. This is the culvert. It's a little dry creek bed, and we're going to put a culvert here, go across, and it just runs water when it pours rain a lot. It's just a wet water creek bed.
We may actually have to put another one back here a little bit, like a little small one.
Yeah, may have to be back right in there is where it's going to have to go. I'm thinking because the rain and water is going to run off this hill.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to get all this dried up, and so we can start getting across here. Because I have to take a big long trip all the way around this whole creek bed to get the Bobcat through. I can kind of go through this one spot that y'all saw in the previous videos. They don't really want to make that hill.
And we're going to have to bring this up a couple feet.
Yeah, it's going to have to start rising up. This will be probably 3 or 4 foot of dirt right here, maybe 5.
We have a camper that she's a little Miss Press and does not go off-road. So
yeah, we're going to have to get this smoothed out for our camper. But we're just trying to take small bites of this, because it's a tremendous amount of work in here. Let's cross over there, baby. Now we're going on up the hill here, and this is kind of where the driveway is going to go. It's not, I think I'm going to veer a little bit more left. This is just where the skidders come through with the loggers. They've done a lot of rutting up through here, but I'm just trying to get it smoothed out so I can do my work down there. But the driveway's more, I'm thinking it's going to go more this way instead of going straight up the hill here.
The next hard thing is up where the house is. We go over it every time we're over here, where we're exactly going to put it. Every time we come over here, I think it's in a different spot.
Yeah, the house is going to be, it's going to be a barn dominium. It's going to have a attached shop. I'll post a picture of it again, kind of show you more of what we're going to build in this box there. All right, so the house is going to be basically 120 by 50, somewhere in that neighborhood, and we've got to have it within 4 inches of level. So we've got to get up here and figure out where we're going to put it in this section and find the flattest parts. Now, she wants you to have to be able to drive up to the front of the house
and see the front door. I hate it when you have this pretty house and then you can't even see what the front looks like. I want to be able to see what when everybody comes up, they see my pretty grand entrance, I guess you can say.
You can kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with here. We've got a fairly flat area, but it's not exactly flat because we're in the hills of Tennessee. So we have to try to figure out where we're going to be inside of the lot here. And
I think once we get rid of all the burn piles and all the wood, it's going to be a whole lot easier to figure out exactly the placement of the house too.
yes, we're, like I said earlier, we've got maybe have a surprise that's going to be in upcoming videos. We're not real sure yet, but we may be changing gears just tremendously out here.
So Mark made me a path. One of my favorite parts of the whole property is up on this, there's a little rock up here, and he made me a path, which we're going to show you. And it's one of my favorite parts, and we're going to go walk up there right now.
Yeah, we're wanting to make little trails, walking trails through here. It's a total of 39 acres here. We're just trying to get everything started, but we got to get out here first.
So here's the path going up to the rock.
Yeah, we just wanted to kind of show a little more of the property and show a little bit of what it's looking like. It's kind of hard to tell just watching the bobcat run around and pick up logs. So we just was wanting kind of give everybody an idea of how cool the land is and how neat it's laid out in here.
So this is the view. So that's looking down towards where we're going to put the house.
Yeah, so the house will be somewhere in here.
Somewhere. We don't know which way it's going to be facing or anything like that yet.
Yeah, we hadn't figured that out completely.
We change it quite often. Hey, we got the house though. We do agree on the house.
Yeah, we agree. We agree on the house part of it. We're gonna ease on up through here and show a little more, maybe get to the top of this hill. This was all like old growth oaks and huge trees in here, but they're all gone now. It was just, we hated to not sell the wood, and then we hated to sell the wood because of we needed so many of them cut down to build the house, and it just needed to kind of open it up a little bit here on the property. So if you can see here, this is where one of the paths that the skidders came up through.
It's about up to your waist, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's about waist deep. That's why I got that bobcat. I've got to try to fill some of these up because I want to build trails in here and have places to walk and maybe ride dirt bikes or four-wheelers or whatever. We'll head on up to the top. We're just a little over halfway to the top of this hill. Here's the very top. If I get over a little bit, I can show you where the house is going to be. It's going to be sitting right in there. Is about where it's going to be. You can kind of see here, it's hard to tell, but this starts dropping So you're uphill, flat, and then it starts back down. And this is the center part of the land. And on top of the hill, if you look right about there, you can see the culvert, where the culvert's going to go. Down in there, and then you look here, you can see the logs. Let me see if I can zoom in on it for y'all. All right, we were standing up right over there. Now we're kind of on this downhill part of it. This is the back side of the hill. And we're going to kind of walk down through here, and you can kind of see and have an idea of what kind of mess loggers leave. So if you are thinking about having your property logged, I would suggest watching this video, and then you will have a little better understanding of what they're going to do, what it's going to look like, and how the woods will look afterwards. We had them, this was a selective cut that came through. They was not supposed to take any trees under 19 inches.
And we did mark out a couple that we liked and we wanted to keep.
Yeah, I'm a deer hunter, turkey hunter, and I have went through and marked all the persimmon trees through here. Really no trees for turkey hunting. But we just kind of wanted y'all to see what the land looks like. And that way, if you ever think about having your property logged, you can watch this video and see what it looks like. I'm going to scan you here. So this is all of the trees that were cut down. The tops are just laying. And it's just really looks like a tornado has hit it. This is just the back side of the hill. If you went straight over this hill, that's where the house would be sitting.
Pretty though. The loggers doing what they did. It's still kind of pretty.
All right, this was a path that we had cut out and actually could drive 90% of the property. So this is up toward the front where our house is going to be built. We had this road cut out, and we had it where you could go all the way back. The land goes about a half a mile from the front to the back. We could drive about 90% of it in a vehicle. But as you can tell, the skidder came through, and it don't care. It just makes huge ruts. And you can see how rutty this is. There's no getting a regular vehicle up through here. I'm just going to have to try to bobcat it the entire way. And you can see it's all full of water because it does nothing but rain here in Tennessee in the spring.
I don't know if this helped anybody, but I hope you all understand a little more of what we're going through and how much of a mess we are in. But hopefully it kind of helped you see what our vision is for this property.
Yeah, thanks for watching, and we're going to try to post every week. We might not post every week, but I'm going to shoot for post on Tuesdays.
the weather sometimes stops us from being able to make a video.
Yeah, the weather's getting us right now. It's spring here in Tennessee, and
Lots of rain.
lots and lots of rain.
But if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please help us out and just hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.